How's it going, everyone? MegaMasher's here, and welcome to another MegaMasher Speaks video. Now, this video is going to address a couple of, well, a little more sensitive topics. Uh, One is going to be addressing hate in general. I never thought that, like, as the channel would grow, that I would, really be more susceptible to getting possible hate comments from people. But as upbeat as I am and as much of a stand up guy as I am, apparently that's not agreeable with everybody. And you know what? Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I'm not going to bash on anyone for their opinion. But, you know, if you're going to pass off your opinion as fact, well, then that's when things start to go south. But, anyways, the reason why I am addressing hate in general is because, well, over the last few days, I've gotten some pretty wild comments on my video about well, it's titled "The Truth About Verlisify and More," which, by the way, that is going to be the second half of the video. But it's not what you think. Believe me, I've been thinking, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and well, just um, I'm gonna say right now that I stand by who I am and I stand by what I say. Um, but that doesn't mean that how I go about it is correct. And I'm a man, and you know what? People make mistakes. I make mistakes. You make mistakes. Verlisify makes mistakes. Shofu makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. I'm just using those names as an example, okay? Um, but it's how you go about handling the mistakes that really defines who you are in that situation. But you know what? That'll actually be for another topic in another Mega Masher Speaks video. But the reason why I bring forth to you guys this video here is because uh, there has been a few YouTubers, which I'm actually not going to name, out of respect of confidentiality, because I'm not the kind of guy that's going to drag somebody through the mud just because just whatever. Like, if you wanna say something about me, fine, cool, whatever. Um, that's one thing. I mean, if you say shit about me in comparison to some other things, I do not give a fuck. I really don't. I mean, you can go ahead, hate me all you want, but you want to know something? I take all those negatives that anybody throws at me and I eat them. You want to know what I do after I eat them? I use it as energy, turn it into a positive, build myself stronger, build the community stronger. That way, everybody here is not only protected, but they feel like that, hey, this community, it's not bad at all. It's actually quite chill. And you got an insane as hell, but chill as fuck at the same time leader that is, leading the pack. And that's the kind of light that I want you guys to see me in. But I'm not necessarily going to address these comments one on one, especially with a comment response, because I am going to actually make a general statement right now to anybody who sends me hate comments. I will ignore you. I will not respond to you because, well, it's really not a waste. It's really a waste of my time and energy. But, like, if people are going to disagree with me, that's one thing. Okay, fine. You can disagree with me all you want. But if you're going to forget about the principle of keeping a civil tongue in your head and start to resort to name calling and resorting to accusations which are false, then there's going to be a problem. And the reason why I choose to ignore those people is because honestly, I've had incidents before where I've tore someone a new asshole, and it's pretty much to the point where they never want to talk to me again. And to be honest with you, if I got to do that, I mean that's a part of me that I don't necessarily like per se. But at the same time, if someone's going to be insanely stupid and just you know hate on me for no reason, if I want to, I could easily do that. I really could, and I could have easily done it in the comment sections. But to be honest with you, replying to all of those comments, and especially when there was a lot of bandwagoning going on, it's like, why bother? I'm not gonna, waste time responding to 30 comments where I can just make a whole video to cover bases in general and also make useful discussion out of it. So uh, basically, these comments in general were implying that I am a bully. I am going to tell you right now that is 150% wrong. Since when is somebody who stands up for a friend a bully? So basically, what you're saying is okay, so uh, you're mad at me because I nailed someone to the wall when they were bullying my friend and I caught them in the act. Now, see, it didn't have to go that way. See, I tried to have a one on one conversation, and of course, I got blocked. So it's like, okay, well, you really want to take it to that level? We can do it. And I'll be ready to roll with the punches, take it on the chin one time, two time, five time, 100 times. I don't care. I really don't care. Um, And honestly, I said it in the video and I will say it again. I really did not want to make this video because this was a video that was of a man that I looked up to. And, there's a small part of me that still does. Even though he blocked me from Twitter and blocked me from his channel. Okay, that's fine. But I still look up to you. Partially. Um, there was also comments saying that, I should get off YouTube and never come back. It's like, no. You know what? No. See, I'm the kind of guy that I don't care how many people are against me. I will not be intimidated. I will not be coerced. I will not be swiveled. And I will not quit. You can take that statement to the bank. I am not a quitter. And I will spit in the face of adversity and say, is that all you got? Come at me, bro. I really don't care. Last I checked, a chase don't quit. And you know what? That's a last name that I wear proud. Even to the day I die, I am damn proud of who I am, and I'm damn proud of the way that my parents raised me. And I'm not going to change, not for anybody. I'm happy with who I am, and you can either like it or lump it. If you like it, well then, all the power to you. I want you to be a part of my community. But if you don't like me, I'm not going to force you to. I'm not going to chase after you. Because I get that I'm not going to be friends with everybody. I get that. It kind of sucks because, hey, I'm the kind of guy that wants to be friends with everyone. But in reality, because we don't live in a perfect world, I'm obviously not going to be able to please everybody. And that's okay. That's fine. You know, that's what makes us different, I guess. Um, there's also another comment that I read along the lines of how I'm using another person's name at the expense of trying to gain dirty popularity. All I was doing was simply putting an incident that happened into light, and I don't recall 100% of every single little bit of thing that I said in that video, every single word I should say, but you know, you should be able to easily tell, not only from the reluctance in my tone, but also from the statement of me saying that I really did not want to make this video. That should tell you that these are videos that I wasn't proud of making. And how I want to earn my subscribers, earn my friends, is through videos that I am passionate about. Videos that do not involve, people like Verlisify, excuse me, people like Verlisify, people like things like drama, things like that. Um, so, I apologize if it comes off that way that uh, that was the entire basis as to why I made those videos and that I was, you know, looked at as a bully, even though that the way that you guys went about it in uh, airing out your responses was completely and utterly immature. Because not only did you guys resort to name calling, but but there was one YouTuber that resorted to basically bashing Smogon, and it's like, okay, you're doing exactly what uh, like what Verlisify just did. And you said yourself, okay, you said yourself that it was over an opinion. Like I said, it's okay to have an opinion, but opinions are not always right. And when you try to back up your opinion with false facts, then that's not okay. That is an attack. So you're from implication, it sounds like you're supporting this person, is what you're saying, from the way that you're saying it. Um, and also a couple of really petty jabs that were thrown at me. One, put on a fucking shirt. No, I'm allowed to wear what the fuck I want in my videos or in general. It's even though the channel's ran by me, it's our community, our channel, but the channel's ran by me. I can show up shirtless, I can show up wearing a gym beater, it don't matter. But you know what? I'm proud of who I am, and like I said, like it or lump it. I want you guys to see me as a likable guy, but at the same time, I'm not going to chase after you if you don't like me. I really am not, because life is way too short. The people that are really worth having around are the people that give you honest criticisms without any attacks. And I've had people that were in support of Verlisify who commented to me stating that they support Verlisify and stuff like that, but they didn't attack me. And that's why I gave those people the time of day. It's because if you're not going to attack me, if you're not going to be rude, bro, all the power to you. I will sit for hours to have a back and forth conversation with you if I have to. And that's just the kind of person I am. But if you're going to come at me with an attack, well, basically, I'm going to flip you the figurative middle finger and not respond. Because why? It's like you hit me with not only an attack, but with ignorance in the regard that you had little to no idea what my true intent was, and it kind of questions me as to whether or not you even watched the entire video. And if you have watched the entire video, you should take into account that I still offered praise to that man, even though I was pissed with him. Now I will say that uh, the way I went about things wasn't exactly perfect, but you know, I don't regret. I don't regret what I said, and I'm not going to. Um, and there was also another comment that stated that I should get off my fat, lazy American ass. That right there is a stereotypical comment. I hope you know that. You basically implied that uh, if we want to take this to a huge extreme, you basically implied that America is filled with fat, lazy people, which is not true. And secondly, um, I believe I'm Canadian, okay? I live in Nova Scotia, right off the coast, and man, oh man, it's beautiful. I would like to go to America some days because I would love to explore their culture. I mean, one place I've actually always wanted to go to was, ironically enough, since I mentioned Verlisify, is Seattle, is because I want to explore Safeco Field, where they hosted WrestleMania 19, and I want to explore, I believe they call it the Seattle Space Needle. It looks very similar to the CN Tower in Toronto. I've never been there, but I would love to go there. It looks pretty dope. But anyways, um, yeah, that right there, that comment, not only was it pure ignorance, but it's like, yeah, uh, that shows the lack of knowledge and the lack of maturity and care that was placed in the comment, as well as other comments too, um, which I've addressed as a whole. And I'm also not fat. I mean, you know what? I'm a power lifter, and my methods of training, I have a little bit of a pudge, but I'm not a fat ass. I mean, if I was fat, would I have biceps that are almost as big as my head? No. And by the way, I've been training for 9 years, and I've got this through hard work. Um, So that pretty much concludes my first portion of the video. Basically, to not only address some of the negatives and the hate comments I've gotten on that video, and I mean, I suppose at the same time I can't really blame them because if they see it the way that they saw it, all I can do really is just roll with the punches. It's like, okay, this person obviously misunderstood what my intent was in that video. Um, I will say, actually, to add something else to this part of the video, is I do not care who you are. You could be Verlisify, you could be PokeMD, you could be Shofu, you could be the Flaming, you could be anybody, okay? I want to say that you could be anybody that I look up to, but don't think that just because who you are, that if I catch wind of you bullying one of my friends, that I'm just gonna say, oh, like, I love this guy. I'm not gonna do anything about it because he's so cool. No, hell no. There's never an excuse for being a bully. If I catch wind of you being a bully, especially to one of my friends, you are going to have a strip torn out of you by me. And unlike a lot of people that just do it with pure anger and rage and name calling, I'm going to take you aside and I'm going to talk to you. You know, like, I will take the diplomatic approach and talk to you. That's it. Um, so basically, to conclude that part of the video is to say to people that want to spread hate comments about me, I say go for it. I say bring it on, because that's just going to make me stronger as a person. Just going to make this community. That's just going to make this community stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. Go ahead. Either way, you can't stop this community. You can't stop this channel's growth. You can't stop the community's growth. And you sure as hell aren't going to stop the positivity and the energy and the insanity and craziness that goes on in this community. I love it, and I love the fact that everybody else is not only acceptant to it, but they respond in fashion the same way that I do. Now, the second part of the video is to address Verlisify. Alright, I'm just gonna kind of come out of the gate right now and say this. Um, I don't like the fact that we had a fight, basically. Um, how can I say this? I do not regret what I've said and what I've said in my Twitter posts, but you could say that I regret the way it was packaged. Do you get what I mean? Picture a package. You get two packages of the same thing. You got a neatly wrapped package of the contents that you want, and then you have a shitty wrapped package of the contents that you want. Which looks better? All I'm saying, I regret the packaging, but I do not regret the contents. Um, and see, you have redeeming qualities in you. I know that. Yeah, you've made mistakes. You've fucked up in the past, but you know what? Who hasn't? Who hasn't? I've fucked up in the past. And I'm not going to make any bones about it. I'm not going to make any excuses about it. It is what it is. You man the fuck up and you move on. Basically, I want to level with you. Um, I see redeeming qualities in you, and I've seen it come out in some of your videos. So I think that it would be kind of cool and chill if maybe you and I like could talk on a private platform and just kind of work out some misunderstandings, because clearly there's some misunderstanding on both our ends. I mean, um, I'm sure somewhere along the way, when it comes to your impression onto me, that I may have misunderstood you, and I know for sure that there may be some misunderstanding from your end about me. And to be honest with you, like, I just want to be someone that is part of the Pokemon community that you know is drama free and hate free. I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinions, but I think there should be a better way of going about expressing your opinions, and just like say, yeah, like I don't agree with Smogon rules. Okay, you know what? You're not a Smogon guy. I get it. I am a Smogon guy, but does that mean that I oppose your way of playing? No. No, 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 no. I mean, you're a VGC player, and VGC is actually pretty fucking cool. I mean, I've never really taken any part in a VGC community, but you know what? Seeing the amount of battles and stuff like that go on there, and seeing the crazy ass formats, and you never know what's gonna happen. I love it. And your VGC, your VGC style battles, and just like your overall way of expressing yourself in your Pokemon content. It's very unique. You're the kind of person that wants to stand out and be different from everybody. And that's something that I saw in you right off the bat. It's like, you know what? I respect people who want to be different. Hell, I want to be different. I want to be a YouTuber that is, labeled as the most insane Poketuber there is. I mean, I hope I did a good job establishing that so far, but if I haven't, then let me know, and I will work my ass off to make sure that that establishment for me and for all of us come true. But Verlisify, my man, I want to level it to you. I want to level with you. I You don't have to, but um, I think having a conversation would be optimal. I mean, yeah, you blocked me on Twitter and blocked me on YouTube, and I blocked you on YouTube because I didn't want you to like target my fan base either. So I'm just thinking it's like, okay, I'm gonna unblock you from my channel because I want your comments if you see this video to be in your video in the comment section down below for everybody to see. And if you're cool with having a private conversation, we can work out our differences. I mean, yeah, things shit really hit the fan between you and me. I'm not gonna deny it. I mean, what happened on Twitter between you and my friend David, and then between me and you was it didn't have to happen that way. And you know what? Like as much as I'm a stand-up kind of guy, there's a part of me that no matter how good I feel about shredding somebody up because they deserve it, there's a part of me that's just like, man, like they just walk away. I'm like, man, that sucks. Okay, I'm not the kind of guy that likes to fight people. I do not like physical altercations. I will tell you that now. Like, I'm a lover, not a fighter, and also I'm kind of afraid what I could do to somebody if they really push me to my limit because I'm not that kind of guy. But it's like what they say about the quiet people. So basically, what I'm trying to say is I do not apologize for what I said, but you could say in a little bit of a way that I apologize for how it went about. Um, it didn't need to go that far, but it did for obvious reasons. Um, so I want you to take this into consideration. I don't want an answer from you right away because you might need a little bit of time to think about it, or maybe not at all. But basically, if you see this video, have time to think about it and comment. And if you give the opportunity for us to have a private conversation, well then, you know, we can work out our difference. We can come out smelling like roses. And I would do that for anybody. I mean, sure, I don't like bullies, and there are things that happened in the past that were inexcusable. But see, it's a part of life. People make mistakes. People make mistakes. You make mistakes. I make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. And it's how we go about fixing them that can make all the difference in the world. So I'm asking you, man to man, will you accept having a private conversation with me on a private platform? Like, maybe if you unblock me from Twitter, we can uh, DM each other. I think that's how it goes on Twitter. I'm still very fuzzy on Twitter, even though I've had my account for 3 years. I had to reactivate my account just recently because it's like I did not use Twitter whatsoever, not for the longest time, almost 3 years. It's like I made the account, stopped using it for 3 years, and it's just like, okay, well, I kind of want to bring it back. But anyways, that's pretty much all I gotta say about uh, the topic of Verlisify and Verlisify in general. And also to say, I want a truce kind of thing. It's like I want for, we don't have to be friends, and I don't blame you, quite frankly. But it's like if at least we're on civil terms, and I can get back to watching your videos and comment and like your stuff because I like a lot of your shit. I really do. Well, I mean, it's not shit. It's good fucking stuff. So I hope we can at least be civil. And I extend my hand to you, even though we can't reach through the screen. But I extend my hand to you as a man, and to say I hope we're cool. and I do apologize on my end for the way that things, spiraled out of control. An apology, though, should be warranted from your end too. But how you go about it. I mean, at the end of the day, that's your business. But I'm here to say, from man to man, um, I don't want any more negativity between us, man. And I also want to say for those that genuinely misunderstood my video, um, I do apologize too for the fact that you guys misunderstood my video. And if things go well, then I will actually consider removing that video because that's not a part of me, man. That's not a part of me, and I really don't like making videos like that. But if things are cool between you and me, Verlisify, and cool with just the people that took it the wrong way in general, well, then I will own up to my end and remove the video. So I hope we're cool, man. And I hope that we're also cool to the subscribers, too. For those that were genuinely upset, and for those that genuinely misunderstood and did not comment in a hateful way, I apologize. I really do. But for those that commented at me in a negative fashion, then it's like you guys kind of don't deserve an apology because it's like you guys basically answered offense with offense. It's like, well, there's the whole well, I'm not even going to get into that. That's a whole other can of worms, but it's like if you really want to make your point known and if you really want to have me respond to you as a gentleman, don't be a douchebag. If you're going to insult me, well then I'm basically just going to say no comment. No comment. I'm actually not going to say anything to you personally because from the amount of immaturity and vitriol that was in your comments, you guys don't deserve a response. But this video was not only to address people like that comment on my video, but to address hate in general and to also personally address Verlisify. So I don't know why my computer keeps going to sleep. But anyways, I hope you guys who've sat through this near 3-minute video, I hope you guys, if you enjoyed this video, then yeah, give it a thumbs up. But only thumbs up in the premise that you agree with either some of what I've said or all of what I said. And uh, I will get back to my regularly scheduled program on my channel of making crazy ass fucking videos for each and every single one of you guys to enjoy my medley of insanity. And I also just gotta say this is my 200th video, and I necessarily didn't want my 200th video special to be something like this, but I feel like that it needed to be made. And I do apologize if it was a little bit rambly and a little bit ranty, but when I'm speaking off the cuff, it's like I speak from the first thing that comes to mind. So I hope you guys watch through this whole video and understand where I'm coming from. And Verlisify, if you see this video, I would like to hear from you because life, not only in real life, but in the Pokemon life, it's way too short, my man. I mean, at the end of the day, we all have our different ways of playing, but I think when it comes to the delivery of how you feel about Pokemon, how you feel about battling formats. I mean, there's different ways of going about it, and I know that you're not necessarily a fan of Smogon. I get it. People don't have to be a fan of Smogon. Just when it comes to expressing yourself, just cut out the anti-Smogon BS. That's it. I mean, Smogon has built their reputation years and years, and to have hate and slander thrown their way, it's like it's not necessary. But basically, that's me being heart to heart and being man to man with you. So, like I said, I hope you see this video and I hope you accept the invitation and more or less apology. So, that's it, guys. That's all I got to say. I got to start working on another video. So, hope you guys have yourselves a good one, and I shall see you guys next upload. This is your Supreme Commander, Captain MegaMasher, giving each and every single one of you a salute. Thank you.